This is a $4,000 bass. And for the last year, I've played every single gig on this $400 bass. And the uncomfortable truth is that the more expensive bass is not gonna make me more money. This video is not about which bass is better. It's about what actually matters on a gig and what doesn't. Most musicians, like myself, we obsess over tone. We obsess over the strings, the wood on the instrument. We obsess over the humming or non-humming pickups, all these little things. And we get really tied into it, especially when it comes to pedals. You know, there's a whole nother world. And the reality is that gigs don't care what color your bass is, how many strings it has, what the tone quality is to some extent. Okay, that stuff doesn't matter. Gigs don't care about the brand name, whether it's made in Mexico or made in Japan or Germany or the United States. It doesn't matter to the gigs. Most of my success as a musician has nothing to do with my instrument or my gear. For those that don't know me or are new here, I started learning the bass when I was 25, late starter here. And it's the last instrument that I picked up. I started playing piano in elementary school, drums in middle school and high school. And in college, I played jazz vibraphone. It wasn't until later in college, post-college, that I picked up an electric bass made in Mexico off of eBay, J-Bass, and got into it somehow. I was so curious that I just needed to understand this instrument. I've never played guitar, never played any kind of string instrument. And my curiosity just took me away into this whole world of bass, and essentially the rest is history. My point is, I am coming from a place that is not very chops oriented. I didn't spend my entire teenage years practicing scales, practicing riffs. When I started playing the bass, I came from the upright bass world, so everything was an open position. Everything I played was right here, okay? I didn't know anything past the 5th fret. All of these notes were completely foreign to me for at least the first 15 years of my bass career. None of that stuff mattered because I was not about riffing out and soloing. I saved that for jazz vibraphone. I was just about holding it down with a band right here, this note, this F note right here. So much of my career is spent right here, that B flat right there. And it was a very conscious decision for me to make. I didn't want to spend time learning to solo, learning up here in this register, because I knew that everything that I wanted to do was be a part of the rhythm section, hold it down, be the glue of the band. And that is how I was able to build a business for the past 15 years. The time that I spent playing the bass and practicing the bass was just learning the songs, learning transitions in between songs, and being able to navigate the band through the set lists. This was really important as a musical director and band leader. And nobody ever complained that I wasn't riffing out up here because it just all worked. So last year, this bass came out, limited run. It's a Joe Dart Sterling by Music Man. It's great. It's so simple. It's got one knob and one sound. That's it. It's just a volume knob, and it's got flats, and it does one thing really well. And that's all that I wanted. I was fascinated by that. $400, and it's relatively light. The neck plays really well. I wanted to just simplify everything. I was coming from a Fender J&P bass, Aerodyne bass, I believe it's called. And I just wanted something really simple, something that I could travel with and not worry about. And I ended up playing every single gig. I'm talking about close to 100 gigs on this instrument. And I got the same gigs, the same amount of money. The clients never complained, never said anything about it. I actually got some compliments from band members about the bass. They were stoked on it. But the band doesn't actually care about the bass. They just care about the feel and you being right there underneath everything, holding it down. And so after playing this one for an entire year, guys, I've been playing 4-string basses for 15 years plus. And I was like, man, I've been so curious about a 5-string bass, but I just don't know if I want to invest the time into it because it takes a long time. Some people say it takes up to a year to really become fluent on a 5-string bass. So I was delaying it. And I said, the hell with it. I'm going to dive right in. So meet my Sadowski Metroline 5-string J bass. Look at this beauty. Wow. This is a premium instrument, okay? It's got the preamp in there. It's active and passive. It's got a bunch of controls. Obviously the 5-string, and this thing came out to over $4,000 after tax. It's as good as it gets, right? It's up there in the top tier of electric basses. And I didn't need this bass. I didn't need it to make more money. Nobody's gonna care. None of my clients are gonna care if I'm playing a 5-string or a 4-string, or if it's made in Germany or United States, or if it's a Sadowski or Joe Dart, whatever, right? But what changed is my excitement and enthusiasm for the bass. I haven't been able to put this down for 2 months since I got it. Every single day. I'm so stoked about playing bass, learning bass lines. I'm so stoked. I'm watching YouTube videos all day about the different types of bass players, and I'm learning to play on the B string. That's a whole nother world, guys. I've got some new notes here. That low D is so good. If you know, you know. Whereas before, I didn't really practice my bass as an instrument. I just picked it up to learn the songs that I needed for the gig, and that was it. But now I'm doing exercises, I'm doing all the pentatonics, I'm going up the fretboard. I'm starting to really learn all of this area, which I never thought about. I never needed it, I never cared for it. And now because I got this 5-string bass, this new Sadowski, my enthusiasm is through the roof. I'm so excited to learn bass, I'm so excited to learn slap. I've never cared about slap bass. And so I'm diving into that. And that's really what has happened here, is that the bass didn't upgrade my career, it upgraded my enthusiasm. Now I know you guys want to hear a demo of both basses back to back. Let me know in the comments if you really do. I'll make a whole video about them, and we'll do a shootout. So the honest truth is that I never needed that low C. Okay, I don't need it to make more money. I don't need it to get more gigs or to impress anybody. I don't need fancy chops. I don't need the active preamp. I don't need any of that. What actually matters as a bass player is reliability, time feel, groove, knowledge of repertoire, how easy you are to work with. So I paid my dues on the less expensive basses. Now this is all about fun. This is all about upgrading my excitement for music again and just having a good time. So if you're early in your musical journey, don't wait on the gear. More gear does not equal readiness. Buy nice gear if it inspires you, but don't confuse it with progress. And remember, gear doesn't make the gig, you do. I want to know in the comments, what basses are you guys playing? Let me know. Any 5-string. Let me know if you're into the vintage J basses from the 60s and 70s. I'd love to hear it in the comments. And subscribe for more content like this. Once again, I'm Claudio, the band leader, bass player, and owner of Mod Society, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.